Hi, everybody. It's Jill here again from Illuminating Women. I am the founder and owner, and we are so excited. You've been seeing some of these commercials about our upcoming conference on October 21st in Bellevue at the Marriott Courtyard. And we are so excited to bring to you our next speaker in line. And this lady, I'm going to warn you, she's going to be after lunch, which is a good thing for when she comes to speak. But I'm going to tell everybody, you're going to want to use the restroom ahead of time and no drinking water, because you're going to be laughing and you're going to be growing and you're just going to be, oh my gosh, because she is amazing. Once again, we cannot believe for our conference, the Illuminate Your Gifts, that we are so excited, and I'm anxious to introduce to you this beautiful, wonderful, talented, brilliant lady who, anytime I get her to speak, ladies are asking to have her back again, and this is why she's here. She's going to be speaking on relationships, but first I'd like you to meet her a little bit. So Aga Winica, welcome, and tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you. This is such an honor to be interviewed by you in person about what we're going to talk about in the conference. And cannot tell you how excited I am to actually give the message that is so requested everywhere I go. This is the first it's the first question I usually get is, how can I change so I can have better results in my relationships? And it always baffles me when women come with that question, and I see these amazing, fabulous, crazy, giving women who believe that they are not enough and they have to change something in order to have a better result, and has nothing to do with change. And I promise you, ladies, this is exactly what I want to tell you at the conference. And I'm excited to hear what Jill is going to ask me, because I'm not good at interviews. I'm good at speaking, but not interviews.
No, you're doing great. So tell us a little bit about you, about why do you do this, and how did you come about being so well respected and in demand?
Coming from fashion industry, this is my background. I'm a fashion designer coming from New York. I observed for many, many years that a lot of people, and especially in fashion world, they are focusing on the outside beauty, and they believe that the outside beauty is going to bring them happiness. And someone who is passionate about fashion, someone who actually is very creative and designing everything, like in my, coming from my apartment to my clothes to my wedding dress, everything that I do is coming from my imagination, from creativity, has nothing to do how I present myself to the world. So it was paining me to see how fashion was misconstrued to, oh, I need to be more fashionable, I need to be more pretty, I need to be this size, I need to be that looking in these shoes in order to get love, in order to be desired and respected in my own relationships, get a good marriage or whatnot, have friendships. And that was such a misconception, because fashion is the outlet of showing your how would I say, creativity, and showing your personality, not to sell to the world who I am. Absolutely not. Yes, you can present to the world your vision or your personality, but not necessarily to have the results based on it. Everything is inside. And what I discovered is that a lot of women are going the wrong direction. They're going through, let me get newest fashion, let me get better shoes, let me get better diet, because men are flocking to these ladies. They didn't notice one thing. The ladies that men are flocking to are ladies who actually respect themselves inside, and they have something to say, and they communicate what they want, not how they look. They look beautiful because they know what they want. And that's when I noticed something is up here. I started studying the subject. I started testing it on men in New York City, and I started giving advice to ladies in my fashion world, and they were coming back, that works, tell me more. And that's how I got respect, that I was still in fashion, I was still creating beautiful things, but the essence of how we have results is coming from within, not from what we're wearing. Wearing is just a reflection of our personality, our inner vision, not necessarily who we are and what we're trying to convey to the world. Okay,
Awesome.
Our words convey to the world what we want.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so nailing it. I hear a lot of women say the same thing. So at this conference, what will women walk away with? Why would a woman want to come and learn? Because what kind of changes can they expect?
Well, I noticed something that in the reason why I switched from fashion into relationship coaching and dating coaching, because I believe we should not stop dating no matter what until the rest of our lives. And I don't care if you're single, if you're married, if you're in divorce, you have to date. Even if you're dating your girlfriends, even if you're dating yourself, you have to treat yourself with love. And date is the place for you to feel desired, no matter who is taking you out, even if it's just you or your son or your dog. So I believe that dating is essential for our inner life as a woman to feel desired, needed, and beautiful. So that's why I create dating academy, commitment academy, and I call myself a dating coach, commitment coach, because that's what is my essence of the message. In this conference, however, we will have a lot of women who will be single, who will be married, who will be older, younger, who will be divorced, in all sorts of places of life. So I don't want to focus on specific group. Oh, if you want to date, let's do this. If you want to have your husband back, let's do this. If you want to have a better marriage. I want to give women a message that no matter what your relationship status is, no matter what you are doing, who you are as a person, you are already great enough and perfect. And all you need to do is just notice your patterns, make a little tweaks so you can have better results. And you have better results when you communicate your gifts out. You have illuminating your gifts and you communicate them to the world. Listen, I am perfect right now. The guy up there doesn't make mistakes. He made me the way I am, and I am not going to undermine his knowledge. So this is who I am. Let me just communicate it to the world so I can share it, gift it, and be desired in return, being respected in return, and have my standards high. So this is what I am going to teach in the conference. You are enough. All you need to do is how the world sees you and act accordingly.
Boy, do I know a lot of women who need to hear this message. And this is one of the reasons why we have asked you to come and present, because anytime you do present, I see women laughing. I see them move to tears. I see them, even the last time I listened to, I've been married 30 years, and I had so many ahas because I did not realize some of the language I was using and how that was affecting my husband, the one I love. So, and I also know that it's not just in those romantic relationships, but it's also in the office. It's family. It's a lot of things, and you're brilliant at teaching that. So before we end here, could you give me one example of somebody that you helped and how that changed their life and what was the result of that?
Oh yeah, I have plenty. I mean, not all the examples I have a permission to share. So obviously I can only give you some people who actually are like verbal about it, like, yes, use me in testimonials, why not? I had this client who in the East Coast who was very high driven woman, very successful, and she basically wears the pants in the family, and to the point that she drive her husband away. He moved out of the house. When she came to my coaching, it was 8 months in when he was out of the house, and she did not know if this relationship will last. She would want to have the marriage back because they have a little children, but her attitude was, well, it's his loss. He has to come back to me. And if he doesn't see what he's seeing, that he has to crawl back and make a grand gesture and beg me to whatever. Her attitude was, I know better. I am a masculine woman. I make my own decisions. And the men better be lucky to have me. This may or may not be a good place to start, because having that confidence that, yes, the men would be lucky is one thing, but humility and actually understanding that you may be a fantastic woman, but you are not communicating that to him. The way you're communicating it to him is pushing him away. So all we needed to do is, instead of humbling her down, because her confidence was intoxicating. I love women like this. I love driven women who are successful, who are educated, who want to change the world, who know what they want, the go-getters. She was that woman, but she could not communicate that message, how phenomenal person she is and how lucky he is to be with her, to him in the right language. So I taught her how to tweak a little bit on her pattern and how to change words in the communication so he can start hear her out and appreciate that everything that she has to offer benefits him. When she did that, he came back and he actually offered that they can have vows renewed. So that was my biggest success. And she tells me right now, I cannot believe I was talking like this. I was so self-righteous and I was treating him this way. Now I can see every time I'm communicating that I have to see the world from his eyes. And when I see what he sees, it's so much easier to tell him what I want, and he listens. So I think that's exactly what we need to learn, and that conference will be perfect platform to learn that communication with anybody, the husband, the colleague, the boss, the sister, the kids, anybody. You just have to know what they see and act accordingly.
Wow. Yeah. Spot on. Absolutely. And I just get chills just listening because relationships are so important, and we have all kinds of relationships, and to be healthier and stronger and to illuminate our gifts, how to grow in those relationships. And this is why you are instrumental and part of our 5 pillars into this conference. So Aga, thank you so much for taking time and sharing a little bit today. So everybody, look, who do you know? Who do you know? What girlfriend, what mom, sister, friend, cousin, neighbor do you know that has some work to do, grow a little more in their relationships, who's hungry to get their glow on? This is the conference, and it is an extremely low price right now with our early bird. It's $189, and this is for an all-day conference. It starts at 8 a.m., is over by 4 o'clock. There is an after-hours party that is separate you can sign up for that starts at 4:30. But all you go to is www.illuminateyourgifts.com. That's www.illuminateyourgifts.com. Go there. You can read up a little more about Aga. Come sign up. Come join us this day. Come learn. Come grow. Come be illuminated. We are so excited because what we know is that when women are healthy in mind, body, and spirit, their personal and professional lives go sky high, changing and difference. And you know what? We're worth that. We are absolutely worth that, because when we shine and we glow, that will shine out onto others and the others that we love. And that includes our families. Our families get better, our communities get better, and our world gets better. So I'm so excited. October 21st, it's coming up fast. The early bird will end September 15th. So please come, show your friends this website. I don't care if it's your cousin back in Mississippi. Tell them they got to fly out and visit you and come see this, because we are only limited to 250 seats, and they are going to fill up fast. There's going to be vendors, great speakers, a fabulous lunch, low price right now. So jump on and get it. Thank you, Aga. And everybody, we look forward to seeing you. Say goodbye to everybody, Aga.
Bye.